Well, this is a cool, not bad.
I like it, it's cute.
Yeah. Enough to do what you can do. I think you got flashlights in here, that's good.
A little tub and shower combo.
I mean, this is, I feel disoriented standing here right now. Like, this is all,
It's
probably
on
can't
tilt.
see it on camera, but it's definitely,
Yeah.
I mean, it's, level would be like up here, you know? It's like literally 4 inches out of level in this room. Shares bedroom or something. It's like the, it's like the side porch.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I should grab a flashlight, shouldn't I? Wait, does this one work? I could have poked it.
Hey, however you get the panel up is good enough, I guess. Like, it's like at a 45-degree angle there.
Why'd they do that?
And wow, look at that plumbing.
Oh no.
Look how green that is. And like, look at the slope. Good lord. What kind of... Wow.
Oh wow, what were they doing
I
there?
have no idea.
So does this go towards the septic maybe?
Yeah, I have no idea. But I do know, I mean, they got, you know, gas service, obviously. They do have city water coming in here.
Okay.
So that's good. But man, this plumbing is just awful.
Is there old knob and tube mixed with?
No, I
what?
mean, this old crap, this old BX cable, this stuff is nasty stuff. You can see this is like a sub feed. There's another panel over here, but just a lot of awful plumbing and electrical work here. My goodness.
What is that,
It's a
Steven?
dead cat.
That's a dead cat?
It's a dead kitten.
Oh, for the love of
Look how
God.
the foundation. What is going on?
Oh my God, Steve.
What is that?
Oh no.
It's like a side foundation on the side of the house.
Oh no.
Like, what in the hell is that? Wow. You know, it's like, it looks good at first, and then it's like, my goodness, there's so much work here. What is this?
This thing looks like
is
it's
all
about to
falling
collapse
over.
too.
What is this?
Oh.
Do what you could do, I
Well,
guess.
yeah. I was just gonna say, come on.
Why is this like such a big hole down here? Like, this is like the worst thing that you could have is a big gully hole for water to get into. I mean, the downspouts not even connected, so water just going straight.
Right into the foundation.
That is still the part of the main house. It's just everything from there over is an addition that's sagging. So like,
Remove that.
yeah, worst comes to worst, you just tear off this whole addition. What would you turn this place into? Like, the whole thing has to be like gutted and redesigned to make it look nice. You can't.
I mean,
Like, the entrance has to change, the kitchen has to change. You know, like, all this stuff has to be.
but when, okay, so in terms of like a traditional flip, you don't want to redo the entire footprint of the house. But I
You
see what
mean-
you're saying. I'm playing devil's
you do want. I
advocate.
mean, we always do that.
I know we
Everything
do,
up.
but that's why we end up spending a ton of money every time we do a flip. I'm trying to think of the practical ways of keeping the costs down. Because at the end of the day, you know, even if you completely redid the entire footprint of this house, how much are you going to get for it, given its location? I feel like we have to be mindful of that, because every time we're like, oh, we're going to redo
And,
this,
like,
redo
whole
that.
addition is just for this.
Okay.
Just for these 2 bedrooms. I mean, this is a sad sized bedroom. Like,
Yeah. But then it's a 1-bedroom house.
look at that. That's a nice wiring right there. That's. Whew. Oh, these are like.
Which is a shame.
Look at this. These are 2x6 joists. It's so pathetic. Like it's so terrible. This is just so much work.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many things wrong with this that it's an investor special. You have to be really willing to put an insane amount of work into this. So, you know, it's really a matter of trying to figure out what the land and I mean, it's like the house is almost a hindrance to the property at this point. You know, the vacant land might be actually more attractive as it is, but you have to get rid of the house too. I mean, like, even look at this. What the hell is this? A post? Just a.
Oh my god, I didn't even.
I mean, what is that?
It was something kitschy, I think they put in here.
Like, this is a 2x6, and these are where the joists end. So this is your beam for the whole middle of the house. I mean, what is that? That's terrible. I mean, you'd have to put a new, like a real beam underneath of this.
No.
And you can already tell it's sloping down because everything's I mean, this is only 2x6s. So, like, that's the thing. When you go to try to sell this home, you know, they're gonna get a home inspection, and you're trying to get top dollar because that's what you put all the effort into. And they're not gonna let something like that fly. They're gonna say that this is a very major problem because you don't have a proper beam supporting the middle of the house. So, like, these things have to be addressed. And that's the other thing. Like, you know, you put a nice new beam up here, it'll look all solid, but, like, it's still just bringing more attention to the old issues. Like, this beam, this, like, little joist is split. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's... I think it's just rot, but I'm sure there's termites in here.
Yeah.
That looks like termite damage there.
Where? Show me.
It's hard to say. It could be just rot, but you've got that white effervescence, but I don't know. I mean, there could be signs of termites in some of this damp wood.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to rewire the house. You got a lot of reframing structure, especially the back of the house falling down. You always have to replumb everything because you got to run it to the main sewer line. No one wants to buy this place on a septic. The HVAC work looks like it'd be okay, but you still got to get a new furnace. You're relaying out the entire top floor because it sucks, because no one wants that. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I wouldn't even want to put new cabinets in that same layout. It needs all new windows. It needs a new roof. It needs new siding.
And it needs to be tied in. There's no sewage.
It's everything. So, I mean, in my mind, I don't see anything less than 120, 130,000, maybe more with the plumbing issue I got to do with.
Oh, you got to get rid of that shed out there too.
Yeah, I mean, they won't have a garage, so that sucks. So I mean, you have to buy this place for like $20,000 to even make this. Even then, it's like, is it worth it? You're talking.
And it's still. Yeah, no, you're right. The location isn't exactly ideal for a lot of people.
Like 2x6 framing, when I see that, that just makes me like not like the house at all, because no one frames with 2x6s. It's just not strong enough.
Yeah.
It's definitely like an old, I had to see what year it was built, but this is just, somebody built their own house, you know, and didn't even consider plans of any sort. And you know, that's where you're gonna see like weird supports like this, because you know, these 2x6s are splitting or sinking or not supporting the house, essentially. So yeah, there's a lot. 'Cause that's the whole thing. You're trying to sell this at top dollar, and the buyers that are gonna buy this, you know, you have to get the permit, you have to get the home inspection, you have to pass all that. And you know, I guess this would be one of those instances that if you were to fix this thing up and move into it, then you know, you might be able to see some value out of it, because you're going to get the savings in your labor. But you know, I see 3 to 4 solid months of work here,
Minimum.
and even then, it's
That's
still
a
not
lot.
what I want. It's still not
Yeah.
what I want, because it's still not a nice home at the end of the day. So
Side note, if Steve says it's 3 to 4 months of work, then you automatically have to add
Yeah.
10% onto that
Yeah.
minimum.
right.
So yeah, that's gonna.
I don't really know what it's even listed for. I mean, it's definitely going to say handyman special. I mean,
As is 40,000, or you could do like 44,000, like keep it a little weird.
it would be as is. Like, we're not going to get into an agreement where you're getting inspections, all that stuff. Like, it's going to be probably most likely cash, because I can't imagine a mortgage company ever lending on that. Because the appraiser will go out and be like, yeah, there's all these issues. There's no way the bank's going to lend on this. So it's going to be a cash type of deal. Maybe when I'm in my younger days, I would have offered.
I was gonna say, at what age would you have offered on it?
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, in my 30s, I would have probably just
Yeah.
offered it, because I would have been able to fix it. It's just, it would have been a ridiculous amount of work to do it.
Right.
But you know, I would offer what I could offer. I would offer 25,000, whatever. So yeah, I mean, you just never know. You could get, you know, some wholesaling corporation might buy, and they rent it out, and they don't even care, like whatever
They don't even see it.
Yeah, they don't. They just rent it out to whomever, because it's capable of being done. So that's where I'm at on